All right, you're live.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist here at VectorVest. It's my pleasure to be here. I like Fridays. Fridays, we get all up into the mobile app. We don't use the VectorVest system at all or the VectorVest desktop at all. It's all about the mobile. So there's a lot of you out there that just have the mobile, but there's a lot of you who use the desktop and know that you have access to the mobile app for free. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I'm coming across loud and clear. And Mark, Joey is not here. It is Koo. Koo is normally here with me on Fridays. Joey is with me normally throughout the rest of the week. So I just wanted to say, if anything, say hello to Koo. Say hello to Koo. He does a great job as well. All right. Joey is here. Hi, Joey. Joey is here in the background. All right. What you doing here? I thought you were off today. Go away. Gosh, just go away. Go do vacation stuff or whatever it is you do. Sigh. All right. Joey is a hard-working dude. Hi, Charlene. Charlene, I saw you this morning in the Jockey Club, and now I see you here. I am off, but you got the notification. Look at that. That's hard-working Joey. Still here. Go with your family. I made reservations for my wife and I to go to breakfast in the morning. And there you go. Pneumatic says, hola, Glenn. Hola, Pneumatic. All right. So all about the mobile app. Thank God it's Friday. Hi, Janice. That's right. Friday. Did it. Thank God it's Friday. All right. Friday to a weird week. Snowing in Chicago. By the way, all of you who are going through some weather situations right now, please be careful out there. You remember Hill Street Blues? Let's be careful out there. I need you guys to be careful out there, especially in the Midwest and all those mountainous areas and stuff. Please be careful out there. Here in North Carolina, what's the temperature? The temperature is sitting at about 49 degrees, but we're going to get a buttload of rain. All right. Will the market go through a correction? Richard, I am of the mindset that a pullback or correction is healthy for the market right now. What's up, Mark? It is healthy for the market right now. We know that by way of the MTI, the market is still at a level of looking overextended. It makes sense that the market should have some semblance of a pullback. Charlene, you do know you spell my name all kind of jacked up wrong, right? 1, Tompkins doesn't have an H. 2, Tompkins has a P after the M. It's Tompkins. I thought we solidified a cool relationship here, and you just went and jacked up my name. But you got it. The first name right. It's Glenn with 2 N's. It is Glenn with 2 N's, but it's Tompkins. Florida is 73 degrees. Linda, you need to be leaving this room. Nobody want to hear. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that 73 degrees right now. We all going through some stuff. We all going through that stuff. My name gets slaughtered all the time, Janice. When I look at, I'm not even saying it. I'm not even saying it. All right. And I can see why people jack up that name. It is French. I'm gonna try it. Barolo. Did I say that right? Barolo. Other than that, man, I can imagine people trying to spell that. It's Barry O. Oh, all right. Barry O. All right. See, I would have jacked that up. I would. 80 degrees here next to my wood stove, says Jazz. I got you. The L's are silent. All right, Barrio. That sounds like French. Parlez-vous français? Comment allez-vous? Je ne sais pas. Ooh, wee. That's all my French. And French fries, French doors. That's all the French that I know. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into what's going on in the mobile app. Always, first and foremost, you can see what's going on with the indicators. Indicators were up this morning, then they came down, then they went back up a little bit, and then they came back down. And right now, if I'm looking at the mobile app as of this instant minute second, I can see all of the major indices are down. Oh, yeah, I forgot about French kiss. Did I say French? I didn't say French toast either. Yeah, French toast, French kiss. Oh, wee wee. Oh. All right, so show me the money, Glenn. Knife man, I got you. I totally got you. So in this current market's condition, I'm looking at all of the major indices down. I'm looking at all of the market timing calls. Nothing has put me right now into a negative mode. Nothing's put me down in a negative mode. U12 says desktop real time shows neutral, but the mobile shows mildly bullish. What gives? It depends on if you have real time or intraday. I have real time. I don't even have the desktop open. Let me see if I can open it up. Homepage. I'm in the homepage just to take a look. The color guard is neutral. Here, the color guard is mildly bearish. Mildly bullish. That's a good question. Let me see if I can find you out a better answer. I can't do it right now. I have real time as well, and I see the same thing. I see on the mobile app, it's mildly bullish, but I see on the desktop, it is neutral. You notice that in the mobile app, it's not just red, yellow, green. There's variations between red and yellow and variations between green and yellow. You see those two extra bars? All right, or green lights and yellow and orange lights. I think that's what it is. I think that the mobile app can hone in just a tad bit more based on what's going on in the market. Does that make sense? That's what I'm looking at, U12. So in real time, on my desktop, I've only got 3 colors. Red, yellow, green. Here, I've got red, variations of red to get to yellow, and from yellow, variations of green to get to green. Does that make sense? So I'm still going to look into that. It's interesting that I never realized that on the mobile app because I'm just so used to the red, the yellow, and the green. But I will look into that. I'll definitely look into that. Nonetheless, I think that one says advocates buying safe on the mobile app, buying safe undervalued stocks, but on the desktop it says caution. So I'll look into that, U12. How about that? All right, none of the market timing calls to include the primary wave are down. Everything is up. Confirmed call, the DEW, the green light buyer. And I'm going to say, before I try to answer that question, let me look into it. I don't want to jump out and give you false information. And I don't know if one is more accurate than the other. I think that they're still in the same realm. But again, before I go any further into the explanation, let me get a good answer for you. How about that? All right. So looking at it from the mobile app, I'm still saying to myself, well, let's go see what the guidance said last night. Let's go click on the newsletter over, where it says market guidance right here. Let's go over to the right, click on the shaded blue area, click on the views, and last night's views, scroll down, higher than expected CPI data, weight on the market, and Wall Street ended volatile session mixed. With 3 yellow lights in an up situation, prudent investors may buy stocks long if the market is rising. Is the market rising right now? No. Was it rising earlier? Yes. Now, in the Jockey Club, I think it would have been a good idea for us to wait for the first half an hour of trading in the market to be done before we took any action. In the Jockey Club, though, I did take quick action quickly on our portfolios. But Aid brought up that possibly we should have waited until the 10 o'clock hour. I still think we did the right thing. But you do know that the 2 most volatile times in the market are the first half an hour of the market open and the last half an hour of the market open. And there was a lot of volatility going on in the market based off of PPI data that kicked off today. So aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. And then we give you the Derby winners and that kind of information. So based off of what we see now, based off of what we saw in the color guard report last night, I think the guidance was right on point. It did rise, but remember, the first half an hour of trading, especially if you are on the mobile, maybe you wait until 10 o'clock. Or if you're aggressive, you take advantage of it. Day traders rely on that volatility. Understood, which is why we made that action in the Jockey Club this morning. But if I'm walking about and around, I probably, with the mobile app, now, if you're a little bit more aggressive, take advantage. I saw the market was moving up. Maybe I step in with some stocks. Or maybe I wait until the 10 o'clock hour to make any decisions. Either way. All right, either way. Can you explain your method of cherry picking to build an all green portfolio? So, Captain Bill, are you in the Jockey Club, yes or no? Captain Bill, are you in the Jockey Club, yes or no? Because I went through a process this morning of how to cherry pick specific stocks from industries that are on the rise. And the first thing, so Captain Bill Brown, let me see if I can do something. I'm going to go off the beaten path right now. And if I were trying to build a green portfolio, he's cherry to build an all right, so let me back up a second. When you say an all green portfolio, you mean stocks that are buy recommendations? Yes or no, Captain Bill? Stocks that are buy recommendations? Just answer that real quick. Is that what you're looking for? And if that's the case, I can show you how to do that real quick. Good. So let's go to stock pick ideas. And if I'm trying to build something now to make a green portfolio, I would probably go with something like I did this morning with hot industries. These are the top 5 hot industries right now. Most likely the stocks within those industries are what's pushing the stock market, pushing that industry higher. Let's go to building residential. Well, I can clearly see, looking at the left of all of these stocks, that they all have buy ratings. Look at that. Out of all of the stocks, only one stock does not have a buy rating. So what I'm looking for on building a portfolio today, what I like to rank by is CI. So those are all of the stocks by the highest comfort index in an industry. Well, how about this? If I'm trying to build a portfolio today, let's look at all of these stocks. Look to the right of the price. MHO is at 128.84. It's down today. Look at all of these stocks with the exception of BIRD. Well, that's flat. I'm not trying to build a portfolio of these stocks today. Nothing's moving up. Does that make sense, Captain Brown? Does that make sense? Now, the reason why I want to take you down this path is because a lot of people in here are looking for the fish to take advantage of right now, right? So I'm looking at a great industry, the top industry in the database, sorted by CI. These are the stocks that go up more than they go down. But on a day like today, all of the stocks are going down. Do I want to build a portfolio? Even though they're all buy recommendations and they've got great CIs, do I really want to build a portfolio of these stocks if they're all going down? Let's go to the next one. ETF sector, and let's go sort by CI again. What's going up? BIB is going up. IBB is going up. But notice that all of these stocks, these ETFs are not going up a lot. Look at, no, that's YSG. That's not what I wanted. I wanted CI. Notice if I'm trying to make a green portfolio out of this, I got no CIs above 1. That plays a big role in me trying to make a portfolio of stocks that I'm really trying to hold. The CI tells me the stocks go up more than they go down. Let's go to office equipment. I've only got 5 stocks in here. 3 out of the 5 are going up. Why won't you say, What, Moreno, what is, Nope. I sure ain't. Let me keep on going. Ooh, wait, trying to get me fired. Let's go. Let's go to CI. I do like this REKR. 1.57 CI up today. I am willing to take this as a stock pick. Let's go create an alert up here at 381. Create. I just create an alert for that stock. It's in an industry that's on the rise. It's got a CI at 1.57 and it's up today. That's the process that I go through, Captain Bill. Does that make sense? Doing well following your trigger and trend approach, what are a couple of technical ways to identify good exit points? Conservative, aggressive. CL Butler. I am too late to look at the DTI. Can you see it in the mobile? No, James, I can't look at the DTI. I can't look at the Derby in the mobile app. Good identifying exit points, conservative, aggressive. All right, fine. From a conservative approach, I like looking at something like a 20, now, maybe a 30-day exponential moving average. For the prudent, about a 20-day exponential moving average. On the aggressive, about a 10-day exponential moving average. Does that make sense? Those are simple technical indicators that I can use to get out of stocks. All right, real simple. 30, 20, 10 exponential moving averages. How to create an alert on a mobile. I just did one. Let's go search for a stock. Give me a stock, Mark. Just Mark. Give me a stock, Mark. All right, give me a stock. Dude, you're welcome, CL Butler. So CI is my meter. I'm looking at CI. I'm always going to look at stocks in an industry that have high CIs. TABT. I don't track that stock. All right. You got to give me another one. If you don't give me TBT, there we go. I like that play. All right. So how do you set an alert on TBT? Notice that I'm looking at a 1-year graph. All right, I'm looking at a 1-year graph on the stock. Look where the price is at $31.83. See that little bell? I can click on that bell. I can click on now, create an alert. Where do I want to set this? Well, let's go look at the most recent swing high, right about up in here. All right. I set this blue bar and it's going to give you a price. Look in the middle where it says alert when price crosses above, right in the plus and the minus. As I move that, the price changes. As I move that, the price changes. So let's go look at this level of resistance sitting at about the value of 32.38. It's about a 1.7% move from where it is right now. I say, I like that. Or better yet, see this gap? Ooh. Put it right at the gap, which is at 32.10. All right, let's go see if the stock can fade the gap. It looks like it's doing a good job of trying, but it's moving sideways. If it gets above that, it'll be done, faded the gap. I simply click on create. And then it'll create an alert. Now see right here where it says recent alerts to the left, it says number 36. I can click on that. And once the stocks that I set an alert for, it will show up here. It will show up here. All right. You see, I've got a lot of market timing calls giving me alerts, whether it's the U.S. or Canada. The green light buyer 17 hours ago just went neutral in the U.S. The green light buyer went up a day ago in the U.S. The green light buyer went neutral in Canada 18 hours ago. I have that set up so that I can get alerts when this happens. Amir says, hello, in the desert, it's freezing. Just need to know, should I get out 100%? Again, Amir, you should already know. You should already have stops in place. Many of you, most of you, should already be only trading half positions. If you guys are currently trading half positions based on our insights, type a 1 in the room. How many of you are trading only half positions because you locked in profits on the other half? Type a 1 in the room. Curious to know. How many of you are only trading half positions based on the market's conditions, based on the guidance? Whether it's VectorVest, whether it's Ryan, whether it's me, we've been talking about this for the longest time, that you guys should only be trading half positions right now. Not as many as I would have liked to have seen, but it's okay. If you're still trading stocks long in their full positions, once you've gotten to a level of resistance and the stock pulls back, you need to be trading half positions. The market is not telling me that I need to be short yet. It's not telling me that. But I don't want you guys to lose out on the profits that you've made. John says, I'm selling calls on the ones that shot up a lot, considering some SPS puts. That's a great way to go. Only thing is, I don't have a trigger to start selling short yet. All right. I just don't have the trigger yet. And thank you for that, U12. Thank you. VV portfolio manager with Profit Locker Rocks tells me when to sell. Not everybody's there yet, Jeff. Not everybody's there yet. All right. So, please, can we know which one to use after you bought I am on Schwab? Which one to use? You talk about which broker to use? That's not my call. That's not my call. I cannot tell you what broker to use. That's just wrong. I may like a broker, but I'm not going to try to put you onto a broker that I like just because I like it. I won't do that. All you need to do is Google brokers. Take a look at what they offer. Call them. Talk to them. That's how you find out what broker is right for you. All right? That's how you find out what broker is right for you. But I'm not going to get into, what broker I like, that kind of stuff. I don't think that's right. Does not know which one limit or limit. And if you don't know the difference between all of those, you need to look them up. I can spend a half an hour walking you through what a limit, what a stop limit is, what a trail is. But I won't do that. I've got a lot of other people in here that do know that. Some of this hala you can do on your own. When it comes down to walking you through using this mobile app or utilizing the software, that I can help you with. But a lot of other things outside of that, especially understanding stops, Google that. All right, should we get out today or buy the contra ETFs, please? I'm with U12. Amir, are you not in Successful Investor? Amir, are you not in Successful Investor? Because if you are, then you ain't learning nothing in there. And I ain't afraid to say it. That means that you are just there and you're not listening. Can you believe we bombed the Houthis and oil is down? How can you make anything out of this? Akshaya, what did I say a long time ago about oil? I told you it was manipulated. I told you that. All right. Glenn, you can state which broker has tight integration with VectorVest. Well, if that's the case, I can do that. That's TradeStation in the U.S. and in Canada is Questrade. Those two have integration into VectorVest. I'm not telling you that those are the best brokers to use, but they, by way of RoboTrader, they interact very well with VectorVest. That's TradeStation for the U.S. and Questrade for Canada. Okay? Can you show me how you have your chart settings at? Man, y'all not letting me go through nothing that I need to do today. You know what I'm saying? But great questions. Great questions. My graph setups. Let's go back to, let's mark those all as red. Let's go back to market overview. And you notice from the market overview, I can click on the magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner. I can click on that. Let's go look at another stock. Let's go look at Zim. I highlight it. That's my graph layout. How do you get your graph to look like mine? Click on the graph. My graph takes me automatically to a 3-month graph. Okay? You see at the bottom. Go down to the bottom of the graph. You see where it says graph settings? Click on that. That's how you set up your graphs. That's how you set up your graphs. G Money says, I closed half of my position the last week of 2023. Then the market tanked after that. I should have closed the whole position. Did you lock in profits on those? Hey, hindsight is 2020. Don't do that. Hindsight is 2020. What about the trader presented at the seminar? They are not linked up with us yet. I think that we're trying to get to that point, James, but they are not hooked up through our robo-trader at this position, at this current time. They're not there. All right. So, looking at my graph, I got a 3-month graph. I'm looking at daily frequency, but I could look at weekly if I wanted to. Show extended hours. If I ever want to show extended hours, I could put that on. All right. I am looking at candlesticks. I got the rating bar. I can show the stop on the stock if I wanted to by clicking on it, but I don't want to do that. I can show the value so I can see on the graph whether the stock is under or overvalued. But I've got 3 moving averages. It says moving average is 3. Click. And I've got a 3, a 8, and a 20, all exponential. Nope. The 20 is simple. The 20 is simple. But the 3 and the 8 are exponential. Why do I have this set up? The 3 and the 8 are my trigger points to get in and out. My 20 simple is my trend moving average. All right? That is what it is. Robert, I've got videos on the VectorVest 7 that goes through all of the market timing signals. A lot of these questions, which I love, I don't all together have the full-blown time to do it here. A lot of that is, I can do that in about 15 minutes or so, but that's 15 minutes that I'd be taking out of this presentation, Robert. And you know what else you can do? You can give our product support staff a call. They can walk you through the 4 market timing signals as well. All right, that's probably an easier way to go. I love the question, but it would take up a lot of time. Not a tremendous amount of time, but enough that I'd probably have people walking away. All right, does that make sense, Robert? All right, so that's how I have my stuff set up. I can actually put on other things like envelopes, support and resistance, which is active, as you can see. In the lower graph, I have earnings per share. But I can put whatever I want. So once you're in like a 3-month, 1-month time period, you go down to the bottom where it says graph settings, and they can take that all together. All right. All right. What else? You guys just took me all off. But you know something? This session now is tailor-made to you guys. It's really tailor-made to you guys. What I do on a day like today, Amir keeps asking me, should I sell all my stocks? Let's do this. I'm going to look at the VVC, VectorVest Composite. I'm going to look at the VVC. That way, this is like looking at a market timing graph. This is exactly like looking at a market timing graph with the ticker symbol VVC. Let me click on that. Amir, do you think that you want to sell all your positions right now? What's the market doing? The market is doing a little bit of a sideways move, right? Let's go look at what I stretched this out a little bit. Is the 3 below the 8? The 3 is below the 8. Is the 3 and the 8 are together. So first thing, Amir, do any of my market timing signals say it's a good time to go short? Nope. And number 2, looking at a graph of the VVC, it's moving left. All right, I got no indicator right now. The primary wave is up. The DO is up. The confirmed calls is up. The green light buyer is yellow. The only thing that makes it go down is a confirmed call. I got nothing that says that I need to go short. But because I know that the market is in a level of being overextended, I am making sure that I'm only trading half positions. Glenn, did you ever post that poll on how many paid versus subscribers are here? Were we supposed to do that? I don't know. I don't think we did. But I don't know how we do that poll. Because it could be different on any live stream. Was it U12, send me an email. GlennT at VectorVest.com. Send me an email. Because I don't remember that conversation. It's a lot of conversations I don't remember. That's why I have a Joey. I don't remember that conversation. I apologize for that. All right. So from a market timing perspective, Amir, nothing tells me right now to panic. We've already should have been trading with half positions because we knew that the MTI was high and all that kind of stuff. We should already be doing that. So to panic, nothing shows me here I need to panic. There's nothing here that says I need to panic. All right? And the VectorVest composite is down just a little bit today. Nothing is telling me to panic. So, Amir, before you always do, I'm always giving you fish, Amir. Use them or don't. But utilize what you've got. You've got the ability to use the VectorVest software to know what to do and what not to do. You just got to have the confidence in what you're doing, Amir. All right, number one, and you've got to have the patience and the self-discipline and stop getting knee-jerk reaction. That doesn't just go to Amir. That goes to everybody. Glenn, I need to refresh my knowledge on the tracing you did a few years back. Oh, how can I find it? I don't know if you can find it from here. I don't know if, let's go to education. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Let's go to education. Or maybe you can. This is the first 5 lessons. But I don't see the navigation series here. Webcast. I don't see the navigation. I don't think that we track the navigation series in the software, in the mobile. But on the desktop, you can do it. If you go to the desktop, you go to the training tab, you can find the navigational series there. Phyllis is giving you good, U12 is giving you good advice. The Successful Investor course is what's going to help. If you're not doing that, Amir, that's something. Everybody who's taken the Successful Investor course, did it make a change? Did it make a difference in your investing? Type of 1. If it didn't, type of 2. For everybody who took the Successful Investor, did it make a difference in your investing? Yes or no? And Amir, you ask a lot of great questions. Don't get me wrong. You do. You do. But thank you. I only have if you have not taken the Successful Investor, then I'm asking, should I sell the rest? That's the reason why a lot of people in this room are pushing you towards the Successful Investor. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. I won't do anything. I do not invest your money, my friend. I do not invest your money. You cannot do that for me. I do use the fishes. Yeah, you can't say without my permission. I'm not the one that invests your money. I really need for you to go and do the Successful Investor course. As long as you have real time, you can move that real time in the Successful Investor course without spending any more money. If you got VectorVest real time, you can go right into Successful Investor without spending any. It's like having real time with a coaching group. All right. How about Ethereum picks? Thomas, we don't track currency to include digital currency. As far as the market timing, see a video Glenn did on different market timing signals planning your trade. Thank you, Koo. You want a video on? I forgot that I did it. There's a video on the different market timing signals right there. Click on that link. Who asked me about that? Click on that link. Damn, way to go, Koo. All right, he needs to do the portfolio challenges. That's going on right now too, and it's free. And it's free. The portfolio challenge is free. Amir, Ku, type in this address, www.vectorvest.com/PC. The portfolio challenge, Amir, is absolutely free. Click on that link, sign up for it. And it's going to take you through what you need to do in regards to understanding what you need to do in the market, how to weed your portfolio, how to use market. And that's free. You can do that right now, Amir. All right, www.vectorvest.com/PC. All right, I spent a lot of time answering a lot of questions, but a lot of people are here because they want some picks. Let me go make sure we help them as well, all right? Amir claims he has all the VectorVest software and the cost pretty penny, but he's leveraging the power of this. Listen, Amir, I'm always going to do what I can to help you. But some of this stuff's got to be on your own. You got to, whether it's the portfolio challenge, which is free, whether it's having real time with the successful investor coach, you need to do that. All right, let's go to the screener. What kind of stocks do you think you should be taking advantage of right now? Bullish or bearish stocks? Type it in the room. If you're investing in this current market, what kind of stocks do you think you should be investing in right now? Bullish or bearish? Now, before you answer the question, let's go back to the VVC. Put this on 3 month. That should help you to answer your question. Should you be bullish or bearish? Now, Jake is right in a certain sense. There's one thing that I would put out there that's not bullish or bearish. I would be cherry picking. I know, Greg, I'm working on it. I answered a lot of questions outside of the realm of what I normally do, which sometimes I've got to do, Greg. All right. So I'm of the mindset, rather than being bullish or bearish, David's on the sidelines. That's fine. I'm of the mindset I would be looking at what industries are hot. I like uranium, not gold yet, Thomas. I'm not a big fan of gold yet, but I am a big fan of uranium. But I would pretty much think about cherry picking some of the hottest industries. All right. Let's go back to the screener. Let's go explore screens. Bottom fishing. Lou said he wanted to bottom fish. You know, we could do that. We could go look at, there's 4 bottom fishing searches there. Badger says, toppy market, cherry picking is the way to trade until we get a solid trend. Thus the reasons why I said I like the idea of cherry picking. If I'm going to cherry pick, so you know from the screener, you can determine on what kind of investor you are to get into what you're looking for. Got you. But I like the idea of cherry picking. If you have the premium watch list, not everybody's got the premium watch list. Let's just go to stock pick ideas. I am going to look for high momentum stocks. I'm going to sort this list by CI first. All right, these are high momentum stocks. What's the first thing I see? Ain't none of these stocks going up. Well, I bypassed that idea. Let's go to hot stocks. I've only got 3. They're all going up, though. They're all going. So my only 3 hot stocks. Let's go take a look at the graphs. You know what I do like about these stocks? Look at the earnings per share. Let's go see about putting in an order. See the big wick on today's candle? It's a lot of profit taking. All right. Let's go back. Let's get the bell. Create an alert. It's way up there. All right. I'll put the stock is moving off a level of support, moving up. A lot of wicks at the top of the candle, showing some selling pressure. But there's my buy-in price at about $61.29. Stock is trading at $60.18. I'm going to create an alert. All right. Let's go to the next stock. APO. Wow, I like that one too. Let's go back, set an alert. Oh, alert is already set on APO. Notice that if I go to a stock, and I look at the bell and the bell is darkened in, that means there's already an alert set on it. Cherry picks, you can put spreads on the stocks. You can do that as well. Nothing wrong with that. Especially with the spreads, you buy a put, sell a put lower. You buy a put, sell a put lower. That's a good way of just doing. You could just buy the put altogether, but you make some money on this trade, hopefully. Sell. It's already got an alert. Let's go to APO. Let's go APO. Hit the bell. Create an alert. Look at that. I'm setting an alert at 97.11. $2 away. Let's create. I like that graph. All right. NU. Wow. Somebody said NU is good to me so far. How about I set me an alert on that bad boy? Ooh-wee. I got a buy order looking at $9.26. I like this stock. NU is a good looking stock. Look at that. Let's go put this on a 1-year graph. That's a good looking stock. Is the top wick always selling pressure? James, yes. Normally a top wick shows the price moving down from that high point. Normally represents selling pressure. Why would you set up that high? Because I want to make sure that the stock is doing what I want it to do before I buy into it, which is going up in price. That's why. I don't want to buy a stock that hasn't taken out a level of resistance, because that level of resistance is headwinds. And a lot of times the stock will stop at that level of resistance. I want to make sure it goes through that level of resistance, because that means the stock is doing exactly what I want it to do. Does that make sense? Hala? Was that the last stock? It was. All right, so we got a couple of stocks in there that we are thinking about. Top rated stocks. Let's go peep that out. Let's go sort this by CI first. What's going up? Not much. Taste. Let's go look at that. That's up 0.6%. Holy smokes. Look at that. Bottom left, top right over the last year. Let's go set up an alert. I like that. Move that up. See how halal? See how a stock normally stops at a level of resistance? I want to make sure I'm breaking through that. All right? I'm going to set that alert. That's a nice look. That's a nice looking deal. What else is in here that's going up? Man, not a lot. Ooh, UGP. Comfort index of 1.81, up 2% today. Let's click on it. Let's click on it. Look at that graph. Another cheap stock going up. Let's go set me an alert. Oh, we got some fish here, baby. Ooh, look at that big gap. This is that's a big gap today. I'd be careful with this one. That's a beautiful looking equity curve, though. That's a beautiful looking equity curve. All right, I'll set that up. Now, the cool thing is, as time goes along, see where these alerts are? It'll start pinging me alerts when these stocks meet that criteria. How do you set alerts on the desktop version? Aha, you don't. That's one of the advantages of using the mobile app. You can set these alerts. You can set these alerts in the mobile, but not in the desktop. All right, let's go back to my watch lists. I'm going to create a new watch list today. Did you guys like some of the fish that we got out there? Yes or no? Do you guys like some of the fish that we got out there? These are fish, but I've got alerts set on them, so I'm not going to pull the trigger until the alerts hit. If the market goes down, the alerts don't get hit, they don't get hit. But if the market goes up, you've just created some stocks. You pretty much just created a watch list of stocks that you got an eye on. Jazz says not really, and that's fine. Lou said no, that's fine. I put myself out there when I asked the question. All right, let's go look at some of the stocks. APP, CRS. Yikes. What other stocks are you looking at? Let's find other ones. I can. I'm looking at some of your stocks right now. What do you think about BNED? BNED, Barnes and Noble. Do people still read books? I got you saying. I got it. It's on here. Funny. I like that you don't. Listen, it's RXRX. Ooh, stock after my own heart. All right, next stock, SMCI. ATZ. I got ATZAF, Jazz. Is that the stock you want? CrowdStrike, I believe, is already on the list. No. What just happened? Oh, CrowdStrike is not on the list. CRWD, CRM, VST, LPG, GCT, Nokia and BlackBerry are gonna rock. Really? You know those are meme stocks, right? Trip. You do know that those are meme stocks, right? Hood, Robin Hood. I don't know if you were trolling me or not. ACMR. What was the stock? What was the stock that I liked? The semiconductor stock, LAES? Yes. Keep your eyes on that stock. I'm giving you all a fish right there. NU. Is NU not on here? No. CGIFF. Hood is already there. Falling fish is not tasty. ATAs. What the heck is that? Really, GME? Wow, we're going down that path too. All right. DRCT. Nokia. GME. BlackBerry. Really? Meta. Really? We're going to go with XROF too? Sorry. I think you guys are trolling me. XROF. I didn't know. Thank you. Someone just mentioned them. Appreciate it. Yeah, be careful with those stocks. Ramp. Couple more. That was a spell check. Don't use messing. I'm not doing pats. Oh, BNKD. I'm telling you, that's going to be a big hit this year. That's what I think. And a net. That's the last one. All right. Let's go take a look at them. I got to create this watch list. 1, 12, 24 customer picks. Okay, let's go beep this out. ATZAF is a future fish. I ain't ready for it now. And I wish all my stocks look like this. Let me see if I can add one more. Add stocks. Abercrombie and Finch is a good pick. I like that stock. I'll add that. All right, so here's the stocks. First thing you'll notice when you put your stocks into here, they're automatically going to come up with the highest VST all the way down. Who gave me the stock? XROF, NBNA, Barnes & Noble, and Bank D. None of those stocks look good. Those are the only three cells on here. Those are the only three cells on here. I don't know why GME is not a cell either, but it ain't. It should be. All right. So the first thing, if this is a listing of your stocks, you know what stocks are helping your portfolio with a VST above 1 and which stocks are hurting your portfolio with a VST below 1. All right. Interesting. We talked about, where is it? I didn't put BlackBerry. And what was the other one? Let me see. What was the other stock, BlackBerry? It's not BBBY, is it? No, it's not. I don't know if we have BlackBerry anymore. BlackBerry. Yeah, we do. It's BB. And what was the other one? You really want AMC. You really are going down the path of all the meme stocks. Nokia. That was the other one. NOK. All right, now let's look at the list again. There we go. Bank D, BlackBerry's towards the bottom of the list. AMC is dead last. GME, all of these stocks that are meme stocks, look at where they are. Sigh, one more stock. Stop giving me new stocks. I ain't going to ever get through this list. But I do like Rolls-Royce. RC, RY, CEY. All right. Look at all of those meme stocks. Look at where they are by way of VV. VectorVest. AMC down today. GME down today. But look at where they are in the list. All the way down. Stop the new picks. We got enough to review. Thank you, Roger. All right. So that's the biggest thing out of all of the stocks you gave me. Which stocks are hurting your portfolio? For all of you who are looking at these meme stocks and like, well, they're going to go up. All right, well, I'm going to tell you, when donkeys fly, y'all remember what show that's from? That's what I say about, and I got rid of my extra off. Y'all remember what show that's from? I'm going to tell you that these meme stocks are going to go up 100 trillion billion % when donkeys fly. All right. That's all I got to say about that. He talks too. There you go. All right, let's start from the top. Start from the top. SMCI, I like the play. It's right at a 3-month high. It's down today. Nicely moving up from May 2023 up until about July or so. Went through its little sideways move, a couple of levels of support and resistance. It's trading right at the 3-month highs, but keeping in mind with the current market's conditions, still looking at overextended. Be careful with SMCI. Wow, a net looks beautiful. Look at that 3-month graph. Look at that earnings per share. I like that stock. I cannot lie. The 3 is above the 8 and above the 20. Wow. Again, though, even if I pull the trigger on any of these, I'd have to be very, very careful. Bank D up with huge volume today, tempting to buy today. I'm not ready yet on Bank D. I'm telling you, though, it was a big play for y'all last year. Glenn brought it to your attention. Your Uncle Glenn brought it to your attention last year. And no, it wasn't in Shrek. It was from Mel's Diner. What show was that? Alice. It was from Alice. Flow. When donkeys fly. All right. So I knew you would like a net. These are good to do buy rights. I like these. Man, just be careful. That's all I got to say. CRM, I like right at the 3-month high. Above the 3 is above the 8 and above the 20, and the earnings looks good. Kiss my grits. That was Flow. Next one, ACMR in a big channel, just ran above resistance, but look at the wick, look at the push down. Earnings looks good. This is not as smooth as I'd like it to be. You know, when I look at that, that's smooth. That's not as smooth. But this is smooth sailing stocks. That's not nearly as smooth, but it did break through. Level of resistance hit a 3-month high. That is smooth. Wow. That's 3 fish you guys are looking at right now. I got no update on the U12 on MPI for mobile. And what it will be is I would have to put in a watch list. I can't run it on the mobile. I'd have to put it into a watch list, and I would update it once every couple of weeks. That's what I'm trying to do. Hello, totally new here. I am so tired of having a winning trade, then totally losing on the next one. Where is the best place for me to start reversing what I've been doing wrong? John, you're new to the channel. Are you a VectorVest subscriber, John? All right. And if you're not, if you're just new to the channel and not a subscriber, cool, put that video up about the market timing. Put that video up. I'd like for you to take a look at that. John, if you're new to the channel, I'd like for you also to subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of content to help put you on the right track to reversing what you think you're doing wrong. You may not be doing something wrong. You may not just be showing the patience that you need to show. You could have everything right. But if you don't have the discipline to do what you're supposed to do, that could be the problem. All right. But there's a link right down to a video that talks about our different market timing calls. That's a good place to start. All right. When I say be careful, I say be careful because there's probability of the stock reversing. Stocks that go up as nicely as a lot of these stocks are usually the first stocks that get hit when the market goes down, Gerald. We've got a search called the best new high short because it goes to show many times the stocks that people are making a lot of money on, when the market goes down, they're taking their profits quickly. That's why I say be careful. Does that make sense, Gerald? All right. Let's keep going to the next stock. Meta looks good. Earnings, this looks good. This is sitting in a channel. As much as I love Rolls-Royce, sitting in a channel, I'd like to see it break out of that level of resistance. Ramp is ramping up, coming off of a level right about here of a level of support, the 3, the 8, and the 20. It's above all three, up 2% today. I'd like to see if it can break above that level of resistance. I'm not feeling this LPG going towards this level of support. It's got some work for moving averages to start showing me some signs. It's got to break above this level of resistance as well. It's got to do a little bit of work before I'm happy with it. Man, NU looks good. A little bit of an indecision today, a little doji cross. Again, this is Gerald, this is where I talk about be careful. I like the move off of that level of support. It's moved up nicely. But when I get to a level of indecision, people are probably trying to decide what they want to do with the stock. That, no good. All right, it's falling down to this level of support. All right, now the only saving grace here is to see if it goes down to that level of support, tests it before it goes back up. Earnings looks good, but I'd see. CrowdStrike looks good. CRS building, all right, this is all over the place. First off, if I look at this graph, if I'm not okay with trading a stock like this, I stay away from it. Those people are a little bit more aggressive. It's bouncing off support. And it broke through a level of resistance. And it broke through another level of resistance, right? Dang it. Why can't I click on it? There it is, that level of resistance. So it's got a lot of headwinds. It's a lot of levels to get through. LPG, what did you say about LPG? LPG is on the bottom, ready to buy. That created a hammer right here on that candle. That's a hammer. Ready to buy, not until I see something, Lou. At least let me see the 3 go above the 8. Let me see it break through that level of resistance. One of those two things needs to happen before I feel it's ready. I'm not, I see that it did create a hammer, but I need some more confirmation. Crowd we looked at, CRS we looked at, VST, gotta love that. Nice smooth graph, rising earnings. App coming off a level of support. At least with this one, Lou, this is coming off support. The 3 is above the 8 and above the 20. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable here buying rather than buying LPG yet. Do you use defaults on support and resistance? I believe I do. Let me check real quick. Support resistance is active. No, I don't. I use 100 bars. I look at the high-low, number of touches 2, and I need to change to. I need medium and average. That's what I look for on these shorter-term plays on support resistance. 2 touches, size of the reversals medium, size of the zones average. All right, let's go back, and there we go. That's to answer your question. Good question, Marvin. But see how quickly I just was able to go make sure. CRS is still holding +1 on RT, and the volume is drying up into the base. Well, if the volume is drying up, then that means it's losing conviction, right? DRCT looked great. There, fell, found. The 3 just went below the 8. So that's my trigger. It's still above the 20, though. Love the earnings per share. I'm not feeling that. Down 5% today. Hood went below a level of support. Broke through 2 levels of support in the last couple of days. That's not good. Earnings looks good, but not good from an investing perspective. Trip, moving down. 3 below the 8 and below the 20. I got a level of support to see if that holds. Oof. This is a stock of speculative play. This had news. I talked about it in one of my live streams this week. Be careful with this. It's right at that level of support. All right. We got in early enough to make some money on this trade, but I'd be careful with it right now. It's right at that level of support. You know what I'd like to see? If it bounces off that level, it's got some more upside. All right. Nice move on Nokia. I can't lie. Listen, I'm not a fan of it. I know that it's a meme stock, but it is moving up. It is moving up, and it just broke through a level of resistance. That don't make me feel warm and fuzzy all over, though. Look at the earnings is lower than it was 3 months ago. I don't like a stock that's rising with falling earnings. Okay? RXRX is a stock that I found a long time ago. Not the right time to be in it, though. 2 big down days. 2 big down days. It is still above the 20, so the trend is there, but the 3 went below the 8 as a trigger, and it's negative earnings, which is not abnormal for a pharmaceutical stock. Glenn likes big Nokia. He cannot. Oh, yeah. I didn't say nothing about that. Marvin, was that a good answer to your question about the defaults on support resistance? No, I don't like this. I don't like that it's on an end-of-day basis, a lot of non-traded bars. It's got volume issues. I'd rather be in a stock. What rules am I breaking, Lou? What rules am I breaking? I'm not breaking no rules. Look for the crossover on the 3 and the 8. What rules do you think I'm breaking? I ain't breaking no rules. I don't like this stock only because it's got a lot of days of no volume. All right. GME. Another meme stock that's not going to go up to $150 billion trillion. Broke through this level of support. It's got another level of support to get to right about here. I don't know if it's going to hold or not. I do like the rising earnings. Now, don't get me wrong. All right? Don't get me wrong. If the company's got positive earnings, that's a positive thing. But it's a fight that I don't think that's going to be won. Did anyone make Glenn warm and fuzzy today? Must be him. No ooh-wees today, folks. What? I'm doing my thing. How many likes do we get? 42? Come on, folks. With all of this that I do, you know, we could get at least 100. You know me, I always like to try to get 100 likes. That just tells me that it was worth it for you to stop by today. Glenn, you are not buying and you are not selling on the 3-8 crossovers. What do you mean? The stocks that I did like them on the 3-8 crossovers. Like Bank D. Look at the 3 just went above the 8 and it's above the 20. That's way early to get in on the stock. But there's the 3, the 8, and the 20, Lou. There's the 3, 8, and the 20. I may like that play. I still think that banks are going to have some issues this year. I hit the like button when the stream starts. Thank you. Glenn, you gave us that signal. What are you talking about? I know I gave you that signal. I'm using it. I'm looking at it right now on Bank D. I'm using it. This is a dirt early move, though. This is a super dirt early move. I need to keep my eye on this, though. BNKD. I'm writing that down. I might have to actually buy that for sure. I'm buying that. I don't care what you say, Lou. I'm using my rules. All right, BlackBerry. Bouncing off support. Still not a fan of the meme stocks. There it is. The 3 is about to cross the 8, but the trend is not there. It's still below 20. I got another level of resistance to get through on BlackBerry. Dang it. Why can't... There we go. All right. I'm not ready for this, and it's still negative earnings. I'm not ready for BB yet. And it's got another level of resistance up here. What the flying flip happened? Gerald says Bank D is going down. Where's it going down? Look like it's going up to me. We'll see. Lee says banks were not exciting today on the reports. I'm telling you, a lot of regionals are still carrying losses that they haven't declared yet, just like Silvergate did. We don't care what the rest of the audience is saying. Koo and I think that you're sharing valuable information. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Sometimes can't see all of your lines graphs say there. I know, Marvin. I know. And I'm using an iPad. You suggested, what do you want, Joey? Why are you here?
I need your help.
Before. I'm doing a live stream. Why are you coming in my live stream?
Still?
Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Why are you coming into my, why are you just busting up in here?
I'm gonna end this thing.
Dang.
Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara.
Shut up.
All my peeps in Hawaii.
Dang. I thought Banks were one of your bubbles. Banks is one of my bubbles. BNKD is going to be the beneficiary of my bank bubble scenario. This is playing it to the downside, folks. This is playing it to the Badger says hi, Joey. Ooey. This is playing it to the downside. BNKD is playing the short side of Banks. All right. So let me keep getting this stuff done. BlackBerry bouncing off support, but still below the 20. I don't know what happened to Barnes & Noble. XROF, again, I just pulled out all my positions in XROF. Sigh. AMC, what did I say about meme stocks? They're going to go up to $100 trillion, $100 billion. When donkeys fly, okay, show Joey. Just turn the laptop. No, that's part of the austere of having Joey. You're not going to see him. Joey did that outro rhyme better than Glenn. What? What? Wow. Okay. It's all right. Greg says, the VV search, baby. Thanks for the tip back in June 2023. What search did I do? Man, I do so much stuff in this room. I can't keep up with it. Joey is king. Really? You need to get the hell up out of my office. That's what you need to do. You need to just get out. You need to get out.
I could have just came in here.
Get out.
Come on, hurry up.
All right. What's next? AMC was the last one. How about Glenn and Joey sing Thank God It's Friday as a duet? No. Market close Monday. You going to be off too, Glenn? No. We don't get off Monday, do we? Listen, I'm getting off. You know what day it is? Y'all know what day it is, right? I think I'm getting off. Well, you got to give us 2-week notice before you put in for PTO. I'm going to give you 2-minute notice because you know what day it is? All right. That's right. I can take it off. You can't. All right.
My kids will be home.
Your kids will be home. All right. Hala says, I love how you explain. How about some feedback on candlesticks? You know, maybe I'll incorporate a lesson on some of these things within some of my live streams. Whether it's candlesticks, whether it's market timing, whether it's the type of investor you are. Would you guys like that? That in some of my live streams that I would incorporate like a little 10-minute session on some of the things that you're asking me about. Type of 1 if you would like that. All right? Market is closed Monday. But we're here. All right? So maybe I start to incorporate like a 10-minute session about certain things on some of my live streams. All right? So the first one probably would be about the type of investor you are. And then, how many likes did we get? 70? Dang it, I couldn't get 100 likes today. You can get candlestick information anywhere. That's true, Bernice. But you know something? I'm going to try to give a little bit of my insight behind it as well. Candlesticks for Dummies. I've been referring to that book for 5 years. Give us a like on the stream for Glenn, Joey, and Cool VV Nation. You type that? Oh. All right, I got to go. You guys have a great weekend. Be careful holding stocks over the weekend. The market really doesn't know which direction it wants to go. Be careful holding stocks over the weekend, all right? Sayonara, VV Nation, and Joey is the boss. Son of a bitch. Lou, I'm kicking you out the room. I am so kicking you out the room. All right, I got to go. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. I got a live stream on Monday. To get you prepped for the week. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha for all my peeps in Hawaii and praying for all my peeps in Israel. And you don't say it better than I do. Adabo, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks. Oh, Jeff says, Joey, what's your 6 p.m. Joey's not doing a video.
It'll be Yeah, it's on my own channel.
It's not on your own channel. I'm doing a video about, did everybody get it wrong as far as where we go?
Push it, coup.
Don't push your coup. Don't push your coup. All right, I got to go, folks. See ya.